What is up, my dragonflies? Welcome back to another video. Hope everyone is having an amazing day. A wonderful holiday season. 'Tis the season to give and receive. If you are new, welcome to my channel. My name is Jai. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share it on what I post. Welcome to the channel. We are called the Dragonflies. We're back with Mr. Nightmare. This is 5 videos recorded by Ring Camera Story Volume 2. Also, the first one was kind of creeped out, kind of weird, but let's see this one. So sit back, relax, get your snacks, get your cucumbers and your little tahini, get your pretzel and hummus, get your popcorn, get your snack, get your cereal, all that great stuff. Let's watch.
This first one was submitted by viewer Trent Leons, and when this was recorded, he and his family had recently moved into his grandparents' house. The house is in the middle of nowhere, so the family naturally had their guard down. However, one night at 1 in the morning, while most of the family was asleep, Trent got a notification for a ring that there was motion at the front door. A notification for movement wasn't a concern as the family has outdoor cats that are active at night, but there was definitely reason for concern when it said somebody is at your front door. One of the family members grabbed a gun and went to open the front door, and that's where he started to raise his hands and started asking for help.
Go to the link if you need help. Oh, someone look out the window.
Help? Can I use a phone to call Deb?
Weirdo. 3:24 in the morning. That's a red flag. Number 2. Or number 1, cause anybody could.
He has to use a phone, to which the family gave him a cell phone, and with it he tried calling someone, but to no avail.
No problems. Yep.
Oh, not why you don't want to call police?
He then proceeded to start walking off down the road. As the guy was walking down the road, 2 of the family members decided to hop in their truck and find out where he was going. And they found him walking down the road and looking like he was going to another house down the road, the nearest one being half a mile away. The 2 family members decided they didn't want him near their house or any neighboring houses, so they offered he get in the bed of the truck and they drive him into town. And about a couple minutes later, they arrived in town and dropped him off. The whole time he had his hands up and kept looking at the 2 family members while he backed away from the truck. It could have been assumed that the man was genuinely looking for help and needed to call someone, if it weren't for the fact that other family members reported that the week prior, he was in another neighborhood around the area, allegedly asking for help again, in late hours of the night, going from door to door in dimly lit areas. It's quite possible that he may have been trying to maliciously gain entry into the homes of sympathetic or unsuspecting people. It's unknown if that's the case or if he was ever successful.
So he was just being a weirdo.
This one was posted by a Redditor named T-Course, and there aren't as many details on this one, other than it happened in a small suburb.
Wait, let me read that. Woman with her mouth wide open rings my doorbell in the middle of the night. Thankfully, I wasn't home.
T-Course, and there aren't as many details on this one, other than it happened in a small suburb late on a rainy night. This was way past solicitation or visiting hours. The homeowner wasn't home at the time and saw the notification the next day, which is when they saw this video footage. From the darkness appears a middle-aged woman with an umbrella, with her mouth gaping wide open. She stands there for about 20 seconds after ringing the bell, the whole time with her mouth hanging eerily wide open, aside from closing it for a couple seconds, showing that her mouth didn't appear to be stuck in this hanging open position.
I find it so crazy when a situation like this happen, and when you see this lady open her mouth, I feel like you feel like they be trolling, but it's genuinely honest. That's how they're acting right now. Something like that. Like you hear these things in like movies and scary movies.
She tries the doorbell or another button one more time before walking away and disappearing into the darkness seconds later. The homeowner says he didn't recognize this woman at all. Some people believe it was some kind of condition the woman was suffering.
Yeah.
Whether it was or not, this wouldn't explain why she was ringing a stranger's doorbell in the late hours of the night. Perhaps another encounter that a homeowner was lucky to avoid. This footage was captured as a homeowner was entering her house after just getting home. The woman lives in a suburban town in Illinois.
Oh. What the fuck?
The woman in the video was unaware of the fact that she was being watched from the distance by two people hiding in the dark, waiting for her to open her front door. She steps into her house. The two aggressors take their chance to enter the house while the door is still open. The woman screams as she's startled by the unwelcome visitor behind her. The first of the two teens to enter the house says, "Don't move and don't scream."
What she
The rest of
do?
what is said between he and the woman is inaudible. However, according to the woman in the video, he demanded her car keys. After handing him her keys, which can be seen in one of the teenager's hands, the two take off towards her car, which they then steal. There was someone else in the house with the woman who was also held at gunpoint alongside her. He also remains nameless. The woman wasn't harmed, thankfully, and one of the two teenage aggressors were found and arrested, 18-year-old Brendan McCrew. The other aggressor has still yet to be identified. This video is a prime example of why you should always be aware of your surroundings before opening your front door.
Dumbass. So I don't get it. These two black kids came out of another black woman at that. I feel like situations like this, black people you have to do better. It's a black lady and you're black. Come on, do better for your life. And I'm not making an assumption that you know what I'm saying, but do better.
This past July in 2021, this disturbing footage caught on a couple's Ring doorbell camera surfaced on the web. In the footage, a tattooed man with a long gray beard holding a plastic bag, apparently talking to himself, approached the front door of the couple's house. The man in the video apparently spotted the unnamed wife inside of the house through the kitchen window and subsequently approached the front door, where he repeatedly started saying, "Are you sure? Are you positive? I just have a few questions for you."
Are you sure?
You don't understand this.
Because I have a couple questions for you.
Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure?
Are you sure? I just rang your doorbell because I have a couple questions for you. Are you sure? What? Are you sure? What I'm looking for is the girl that's in the house to come out here because I'm a You have her open the door?
Yeah, I think it was one of his other videos. That's why I'm skipping over. That's why.
I want to wait for a killer to have a knife and a gun.
Did he just say,
I'm
waiting to come outside and kill her because I have a knife?
He was saying he wished to rape and kill her, and asked if she could open the door multiple times.
I don't remember saying
After
that.
one more unsuccessful knock, the man walked away, talking to himself in different voices as he did.
And I believe this is in Vegas? Yeah, Vegas.
Police found and arrested the man the next day after another report of a suspicious man in the area, and he was identified as 40-year-old Christopher Sums, a fugitive from California.
Look at him.
This footage was captured in Bristol and shows a man approach and knock on Kathleen Frascarelli's door. That in of itself isn't so disturbing, but it's the fact that it was very late on a Sunday night, and the image she saw on her phone was of a masked person on the other side of the door. However, the fact that it was late on a Sunday night, and that the image she saw on the phone was of a masked person on the other side of the door, is enough to give someone pause.
Lady, if you feel uncomfortable, call the police, please.
While playing playing back the video footage, Kathleen, the homeowner, noticed that the masked person tried opening the door at first, but thankfully it was locked.
Yeah.
She described the mask as having this grotesque smile that never went away, and still hasn't gone away from her memory. The person knocks and then stands at the door for 15 seconds. Afterwards, the camera catches them pulling their sleeve over their hand, then wiping away their fingerprints for the doorknob they tried to open when they first walked up to the house. The fact that they wiped away their fingerprints already says that they were up to no good, if everything else about this didn't already scream that. Kathleen stated that he had something heavy in his sweatshirt pocket, which she doesn't know what it was. A neighbor who saw the person leaving said he had a bag that he was carrying with him, so God knows what was in there. By the time Kathleen made it downstairs, the person was already in a car parked across the street, which they sped off in. Footage like this is really the scariest because nobody knows how these encounters would have gone down if the doors were opened.
That is so sad, but thankfully nothing happened to her. I feel like when you're older, I feel like she has like a cat or like a German Shepherd or something like that, or you don't even have to do that. Cause I'm not gonna say, oh, you need a man so he can check you. I feel like, something that can make you feel like safe, but like that, the dog, the cat, or like a high top security and prayer. Yeah. So hope you guys enjoyed that video. Tell me guys what you think. Remember to always have the most positive day. Stay grateful, stay blessed, and until next time, you guys. Deuces.